It's an economy car in pretty sunflower yellow. There are many different interesting aspects behind the 1970 Yenko Deuce Nova, and we've explored some of these on previous episodes of Muscle Car of the Week. If memory serves correctly, we featured an orange one and a blue one from the Brothers collection on our show on previous episodes. But today, we're taking a look at a bright sunflower yellow example of this, as described, mini muscle car. One aspect of the Yenko Deuce Nova's development was the consideration of rising insurance rates for muscle cars. It's no secret that many muscle cars were bought and driven, shall we say, irresponsibly on the street, causing crashes, injuries, and high insurance company payouts. It was for this reason that the insurance companies began to slap large premiums on anything with a special high-performance designation in the name of the car, your SS's, for example, or other speedy-sounding names, or anything that had a big V8 engine. Don Yenko and his team at his Canonsburg, Pennsylvania Chevrolet dealer recognized this and thought that a nondescript economy car like a Chevrolet Nova wouldn't raise any red flags when talking to the insurance people. So that is one aspect about how this car came to be. The cool thing about a Yenko Deuce Nova is that when you went to insure it, the VIN just correlates to a 1970 Chevrolet Nova, two-door, and in this case, yellow. Nowhere does it say SS, 454, or high performance. Today, the term Yenko Deuce might confuse those who don't know about muscle cars. After all, it looks like a Chevy. What's a Yenko? And it's called a Deuce, but it's only one car. Well, Don Yenko knew that the Chevy 2 was referred to as a Deuce on the street, and this one is wild. But the most important aspect of the Yenko Deuce development is probably the car itself. The basic hot rod formula dictates a powerful engine plus a small lightweight car equals hot rod fun, and the Deuce certainly adds up. The Nova was a lightweight economy car built solidly for function, but not so much for style. It was only available as a two-door post sedan with no sporty convertibles or hardtops available. The post sedan structure, coupled with a rigid unibody shell, made a great platform for a lightweight, high-performance car. The sedan pillar post acts almost like a built-in roll cage support, a feature even the Camaro does not have. At the same time, the bottom side of a Nova is very similar to a Camaro, so all of the same high-performance Camaro suspension, brakes, and driveline components bolt right in. The Nova was also available from the factory with a V8 engine, so switching the low-performance 307 for a screaming LT1 was merely a matter of getting the central office production order 9010 program going to have GM authorize the swap. This is a great example of how the Yenko team pilfered the Chevrolet high-performance parts boxes and were able to use off-the-shelf production pieces to make one hot car. The LT1 350 V8 is still looked upon as one of the favorite first-gen Chevy small block engines of all time. It was a free-revving, high-compression engine with an aluminum intake manifold, a special Holley carburetor, a dual-point distributor, a free-revving but street-friendly high-performance camshaft, 4-bolt main caps, and forged internals for strength. And the result was 360 horsepower and 350 foot-pounds of torque, numbers that stand as one of the most powerful first-generation small blocks ever sold. A heavy-duty clutch was the link between the LT1 and the Muncie 4-speed transmission, and drag race 410-to-1 gears loaded in the 12-bolt rear end provided a jump off the line. These cars were good for mid-13-second quarter miles the very afternoon you bought it. Of the 175 Yenko Deuces built, 122 were 4-speeds like this one, but only 10 were painted sunflower yellow. I'm not sure how many of the yellow cars were 4-speeds and how many were automatics. There were 7 other colors to choose from, but they all had basic black interiors and either white or black Yenko Deuce stripes running down the sides and over the rear deck. Yeah, sunflower yellow might be a whimsical color on a muscle car, but everybody knows these Yenko Deuces don't mess around on the street. We'd like to thank the Brothers Collection for letting us mess around with this car, and we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page for updates and new episodes of Muscle Car of the Week.